Hey everyone, Sean here. Today we're going to be talking about Davinci Resolve 16. It's another free video editing software. It's available on Mac, Windows, and Linux. The real calling card of Davinci Resolve 16 is the sheer amount of features that it gives you, with the main features being found in these 5 different panels that you'll see in the software. So, Davinci Resolve was released by Blackmagic Design. So when you actually end up downloading it, make sure you get it from them. You're going to want to download Davinci Resolve 16. The studio version is the paid version, so you might not want to do that if you're looking for a free option. The free option's right here. And in this case, we're going to download for Windows. You fill out this sheet, you register download, and then you have a zip file that would pop up here in the left-hand part of your screen. So let's go into what the software actually ends up looking like. So you get something that looks like a little like this, but we want to go to the home screen. This is what the home screen looks like. This is what it should pop up whenever you download the software. And to actually end up getting your videos exported, you're going to want to go here and import media. Now you can import pretty much any type of video, but you might want to be careful with MKV files. There's not really a good way to export these to Davinci Resolve. What you're really going to be looking for is a MP4 file or a MOV file. In this case, MP4 file is what I'll be using. You'll just click on one of these, open it, and you'll be good. So once you actually do end up importing it, it'll pop up here, and you'll add it over to this panel over here, where it will get added to the different videos that you can add to your editor. One quick little note is that when you're actually adding these videos, you can see what video you have by just sort of scrolling over the image here, and it's a pretty neat little feature. So yeah, let's go over all the different options you have here. Here you can cut video, and you have the option to mute and do things like this. Disable track. It gives you a few other options up here. This will be where all the main editing happens. You have access to audio control, so you can mute certain video 1, video 2, audio 1, audio 2. You can see that because I've actually disabled that video in this one, we're going to re-access that over here. But yeah, so you do have a ton of options here for the video editing part of it. The most basic options there are going to be found in this blade edit, where you can sort of chop up parts of the video that you don't want and remove them. I do really any of these options. Frankly, you can copy it, paste parts of the video. In this case, we're just going to remove it. Okay. And you can just move it. So how do we get these videos in here? Well, we just end up adding to video 1, video 2, video 3. When you do have this situation running, it's basically just running concurrently. If I were to just start the video right now, it would play these 2 videos at once, audio 1, audio 2. You could mute them at different times, things like that. And you can change the audio as well. You really do just have a ton of different options you can run when you have these videos running in parallel. But yeah, let's take a look at some of the other options. Here, you sort of have your effects page where you can add certain effects. You can have these image planes, text. You can add some text over the screen. Oh, there you go. You got some text over the screen. And basically just things like that. So you do have some nice options there. Here you just have some color correction and things like that. Gain. And here you can have some really neat features where you can add effects. In this case, we have chorus and distort added. We can have a phalange. You can change how much effect, feedback you get in that phalange, the output, things like that. And it's really kind of neat. And then lastly, you have the export part of the software, and you get your options for the output right over here. You have the location where it ends up being output, and the file name. In this case, we're gonna change this again. Then you add the render queue, you start the render, and suddenly your video is exporting to the place that you have your video downloading to. And so you see the progress right down here as well. But yeah, that basically covers all the basic features of Davinci Resolve. It's a nice professional video editing software. It gives you a ton of different options and is available on pretty much every OS that you might be using. There's a ton of options, so it's not for the faint of heart, but it is pretty simple for the basic functionality, and you might have some fun messing around with it, even if it is a bit of a learning curve on some of the more advanced options. But you do get a ton of those options. So if you are looking to get into video editing, this might be a really fun software to learn. But anyway, thanks for listening, and I'll hope to see your videos later this semester.